Dr. Wiley and fellow Board of Trustees, faculty of Endicott, administrators, graduates, esteemed graduates, and your family, friends, partners, parents, and grandparents, I am here to tell you that dreams do come true. I graduated from Endicott in May of 1986, exactly 31 years ago this month. Yes, I'm 51. And, you know, I was an average student in high school and an average student here academically, but I loved this school so much, and I graduated, and had someone said to me, sitting in that chair on my graduation day, "Do you think you'll ever be on the Board of Trustees at Endicott College?" I would have laughed. It didn't seem possible. And then if someone had said, "Do you think you'll ever be a commencement speaker at Endicott College?" you would have just said, it would just been preposterous to me at the time. I am so honored, truly, to be your commencement speaker. Thank you so much. You are making a dream come true for me. And I want to quickly, I know I have 8.5 minutes now, to share three decades of what's happened in my life since I left here. And I want to start by saying that Endicott is the most magical place on earth. This institution, as Dr. Wiley said, I graduated in 1986, which would have been, you know, the year that they were probably considering, you know, hey, maybe we should just wrap this up. And this magical guy came in 1987, and look at the school today. I am so proud of it. I am so proud of what Dr. Wiley and the Board of Trustees and all of you, and I mean all of you, the parents, each and every one of you that has chosen to come here to keep the school alive. It is magical. There is something, my core friends that I had, that I met here, those core women are still my core friends today that have been with me through thick and thin. You are about to launch from the NASA launch pad of an amazing life coming from here, because the amount of love and care that goes into your education, your lives, how we feel about you as people is extraordinary, and that energy will be with you for the rest of your life. That's the energy that propelled me from here to go on to do what I've done. One of the most important things I want to share with you about how dreams come true is aligning with your higher power. You can call that God, Source, Universe, the Divine, Allah, Jah. Some of you might say, I don't believe in any of that. It's okay. You have a higher intelligence and a lower intelligence. Think of it as your higher intelligence. What we're talking about does not care what you call it. We, human beings, are arguing over what to call it. It doesn't care. It's magical. This power, aligning with a higher power, is the thing that will take you from mediocre to extraordinary, whether that's in your personal life or your professional life. When I left here, the very first job I got was at WNSH Radio in Pickering Wharf. I then went to WFNX Radio in Lynn, Massachusetts. I worked the Marblehead Reporter. Whoop, whoop. My professional life, the grassroots of my professional life was laid here on the North Shore, and I'm so grateful to that. I went to Boulder, Colorado, and skied for a year, which really freaked my parents out. And I stayed for 2 years, and I cleaned houses and walked dogs, and I'm a really, really good housekeeper, by the way. I moved to New York City at 25 years old because I wanted to write for Saturday Night Live. That was my dream job. And a month after I got there, I got a job as Maury Povich's personal assistant, and he and his wife, Connie, took care of me like I was their daughter. They were extraordinary to work with, and I learned so much from Maury. I didn't know at the time, from 25 to 28 years old, that what was happening is the groundwork was being laid for me. 3 years at a talk show. I then left. I went to the USA Live Network with People's Court and Love Connection. I got fired after a month because I was in charge of typing and I was a really bad typer, so I got fired. I then went on. The reason why I'm telling you that is because I'm not perfect. and nobody else here is on the stage or in the stands. We're all human beings. And if you get fired, that's just the universe saying, hey, move on. You've learned all that you can learn. It's time to move on, or you're in the wrong place. So if you don't have the courage to do it yourself, the universe will do it for you. It's not a bad thing. Cry, be upset, whatever you want to do, but move through that and move on. I promise you, it's the universe sending you in a direction of your dreams. I promise you. I then emailed all my friends and said, hey, whoever needs a housekeeper, here I am, I'm really good. Did that to make ends meet. And then I got a job at Rolling Stone as a second assistant to Jan Wenner, the founder and publisher. Little did I know that that was laying the groundwork for when I got the job with Oprah to have all the magazine experience. I was working there for about 3 years, and I started thinking, I got a job, an interview at Saturday Night Live. I left that interview and realized I'm never going to work here. I started sending writing submissions to the Rosie O'Donnell show, and after 10 months, they never even replied, even though I was FedExing it a block away. So one day on the subway, I said a prayer, and I said, God, clearly you do not want me to have this job with Rosie. So whatever it is you want me to do, every atom, cell, and molecule in my body, mind, soul, and spirit is open to it. Show me what it is, be very clear, shine a big fat spotlight on it, and I'll do it. Amen. And when I say that, to me, I call it God, but to you, you can call it whatever you want. Just do it. Just do it. Just ask. And 5 weeks later, a recruiter in Chicago sent an email to a networking group that I was in saying that a high-profile person in Chicago is looking for a chief of staff executive assistant. I knew instantly that it was Oprah Winfrey. I knew instantly that that's why I didn't get the job at Saturday Night Live or Rosie O'Donnell, because this is what the universe had in store for me. I interviewed the president of Harpo at the time, Tim Bennett, said, Oprah's going to be in New York next week. Can you meet her in New York? And I said, yes, of course. And I got there early at the hotel, and I went in a corner, and I sat and did a little prayer meditation. And I said, wow, thank you. Thank you for bringing me here. This is extraordinary. And if I am meant to have this job, please make it clear to her and to me. And if I'm not meant to have this job, thank you for this extraordinary experience. The reason why I say that is to be in a place of gratitude, because that energy will take you to places you never dreamed of. I went into the interview, we clicked, we had a great connection, and she said, so what's your plan? And I said, what do you mean, what's my plan? She said, you know, your life plan, your plan for your life. And I said, well, honestly, 5 weeks before this, I thought I was going to be writing for Rosie O'Donnell. And one day, I said a prayer on the subway. Okay, God, if this isn't what you want me to do, show me what it is. And then here I am sitting with you having a glass of Chardonnay at the Four Seasons. So if you leave this meeting and you feel that I'm the one for the job, then I would be honored to take it, because it matches my experience with what I'm passionate about, what you're doing for women and girls throughout the world. But if you leave this meeting and you feel that I'm not the right person for the job, then that just means that there's a better chief of staff coming for you. And if this isn't what the universe has planned for me, I cannot wait to see what's next. And we just locked eyes, and she said, okay, Tim, let's bring her to Chicago. I'm giving you the short version because I'm running over right now. My point is that when you aligned with your higher self, whatever you want to call that, that is where dreams happen. That is what brought you here to Endicott. That is what will take you through your life. It's called following your heart, following your gut, following your intuition. It's all the same thing. We're arguing over what to call it, and we're missing the magic and the message and the power of it. But I promise you, if you do that on a daily basis, and when you're spinning in your head, take a deep breath and a slow exhale and just say, use me, flow through me, show me where to go, I promise you will have the most extraordinary life you ever dreamed of. And in closing, I would like to say that at 2 a.m. this morning, I woke up with this thought that kept spinning in my head, and it was, tell them to be a beacon of love. Twice. Tell them to be a beacon of love. We are fighting over so much right now. whether it's politically or otherwise. But each and every one of you, including in the stands, including on the stage, including in the seats, has an opportunity right now to be a beacon of love. So as you move out in the world, no matter what your job is, no matter who your partner is, in every moment, just remember that. Open up your heart, and please, for the sake of all of us in the world, be a beacon of love. Thank you so much.
Cindy? It gives me great pleasure to recognize Elizabeth Libby Moore, alumna, entrepreneur, businesswoman, visionary. You have made the college community proud. You ventured into the world on your own terms and developed a professional life built on the premise that things matter, creativity, fulfilling one's potential, and embracing the possibilities of life and career. You traveled across the country and around the world, speaking as a certified life coach, a storyteller, and an inspiration to many. For 11 years, you served as the chief staff to Oprah Winfrey, acting as her liaison. You also served as a consulting producer with Oprah Winfrey Network. You are the executive assistant to Jan Warner, founder and publisher of Rolling Stone magazine. You also served as assistant to newsmen and television personalities, Maury Povich, and others. Early in your career, you worked in Boston's North Shore on radio and print media. Endicott College is proud to count you among its alumni community. We are pleased to appoint you to the Board of Trustees in recognition with this significant recognition of your work. With gratitude for your outstanding contributions, Endicott College is pleased to issue this citation in your honor, given in Beverly, Massachusetts, the 18th day of May, 2017. It is an honor and a privilege.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.